Hello. So today I want to tell you about the game High Society. And this is a game that has been around for a really long time. This is a newer printing of it. This one I think is from like 2018, but I believe this game has been around since the 90s and I really enjoy it. It is a game that it's very quick to teach and understand, but there's a lot of decisions to make in the game that kind of hurt your brain, but in a really fun way. So in this game, you are trying to amass the most points, and you're going to do that through your bidding cards. This is a 2 to 5 player game, and everybody will have the same cards: a 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 20, and 25. So those are your denominations of cards, and everybody has the same. And if at any point you run out of money, you can't bid anymore in the game. So you need to guard your money so that you are spending it wisely, because if you run out too soon, you're going to miss out. So the cards that you are bidding on, there will be 10 cards that are going to be numbered 1 through 10, and that is their point value. So obviously you may want to go in a little bit bigger on those large amounts, and you may want to go in less on those smaller amounts. So the way it works, pretty straightforward. If this is the card that came out and I'm the first player, I put out an amount that I want to bid on that. So maybe I'm going to bid 8. And then everyone else around the table is going to do the same. When it comes to me, I can increase the bid or I can pass. If I pass, I get my money back, and then whoever spends the most money gets the card, discards their cards that were the money, and play continues on. Really straightforward for the 1 through 10 cards. However, not all of the cards are so nice. There is a passé and a faux pas because you're in high society. So if you get the passé card, you lose 5 points at the end of the game. And if you get the faux pas, you have to discard one card you have already won. Or if you haven't won a card yet, the first card you win, you will have to discard this. So the way that these work, you are bidding to not take them. So you have to put out money, and the first person to pass or not up the bid, they're the loser who gets the card, and everyone else has to spend the money that they bid in order to not get these. So it's not great if these go really high because you just spent a whole bunch of money simply to not get something. There are then 4 green cards in the game, and 3 of them are a ×2, which is great because at the end of the game, you multiply your score ×2. If you collect 2 of these, you multiply it ×4. If you collect 3, which if your fellow players are smart, they're not going to let one person get 3, you multiply your total score by 6. However, one of the green cards cuts your entire score in half at the end of the game. So it would seem very straightforward because you're going to just have all of these cards. You know exactly what's coming, and so you'd figure, I can just save my money for what I want. You shuffle them all up, and once the 4th green card is revealed, the game is over. So you're not always going to get through every card every time, because they will end when the 4th and final green card comes out, no matter how many cards were left in the game. The other thing is you have these cards, but they're all different amounts. So it would be better if I'm going to spend 25,000 francs to spend it on my one 25,000 card than it would be to spend it on 2 because I'm down fewer cards. So you have to decide too, how are you going to divide your money up? How are you going to spend the fewest cards to get the most points? And at the end, you simply total the points, and the most points is the winner. So like I said, this is a game that is really easy to teach. It's small and compact, so it's easy to take with you, but it really does make you think and plan and be like, is this one worth it? Do I want to bid? Do I want to risk it? Do I want to try and run up the bid, hoping other people will outbid me, bid me simply so they lose cards? Because that's a strategy as well, but you could get stuck with the card in the end. So I really enjoy High Society. I would love to know if you have played it. What do you think of it? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.